So one of the crowning achievements of NAWBO was HR 5050, which passed in 1988 for the first time, allowed women to secure a business loan without a male cosigner.
Yes.
So we're very proud of that. The moment didn't just change policy, it changed possibility.
Yes.
So our advocacy efforts are rooted in our mission, and we believe that when women thrive, the economy and communities do too. So I would love for you to share any changes that you have advocated for and what is important to you.
Yeah, well, I remember when that became vivid and personal for me in the 11th grade. I come from a family where there's a lot of love, obviously speaking of my grandparents in particular, and thank goodness I did live with them in the summers, and it was by virtue of their small businesses that they were able to have me live with them in the summertime, and that they cared for me, and I was fed and watered and loved and got to go to the country club and all the things that were of the abundance of their labor by having small businesses. But my mom and dad weren't able to care for me properly for a variety of reasons. And thank God through 12-step program and recovery and a lot of hard work on my part, those relationships are restored today. But in the 11th grade, 83 and 84, my parents, and as well as the 10th grade, were completely absent and not present, and I lived alone without any major caregivers or adults at all. But the one adult who was around was a neighbor when I was in the 11th grade, and I met her just because I knocked on her door and said, can I do my laundry? I was a teenager and I was proud and I wanted clean clothes to go to school. Guess what she told me about? What you just described. Because she was the first self-supporting woman outside of my grandparents that I had ever met. And she would put on a beautiful dress. She had flair. Her name is Maureen Sullivan. She would put on a hat and go to work. And she said, do you know that until recently, I had to have a male relative co-sign for me to buy a car, to get a loan, to open a bank account, and I was like, oh. I was 15 and I learned that from Maureen. She taught me that a woman has the inherent right to be self-supporting, and that we eventually were given the legal right to be self-supporting. And I texted Maureen this morning and told her that I was here with you.
Oh.
Yeah.
She must be so proud.
Yes. Yes.